Okay, today is November 16th, 2020 for the Village of Stryker regular council meeting at 6 p.m. Tonight, leading us in prayer as well as the pledge is Don Carroll, a veteran of the United States Navy. So you got prayer first.
Stand please, uncover. Father, again, thank you for this day, the many blessings you bestow upon us. We just pray now as we look at the things that need to be going on through town. Lord, we just pray that you'll give us insight on what we need to do and how to do it correctly, Lord, and give us patience. And we just pray, Lord, that things will come out well. And Lord, again, we want to remember the law enforcement here in Stryker. We thank you for them for so much and for their courage. And we just pray for their safety, Lord, as they go about their work here in this community. And Lord, again, we want to pray for, again, this meeting tonight. We pray these things in Jesus' name. Amen. Pledge of allegiance
To the flag
of
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Carroll. Appreciate that. You coming up and doing both for us. Thanks, Don.
Take care.
Thank you, sir.
That'll lead us into a roll call.
Armstrong,
Yes.
Benner,
Yes.
Cameron,
Yes.
Ingram, Feehan. Yes.
Leads us into a motion to accept a resignation from Rex Blevins as council member. He does this with regrets. I have this here, I will pass that around. But take a motion to accept the letter of resignation from council member Rex Blevins. Is there a motion?
I'll make a motion to accept his resignation.
And with that, roll call.
Benner,
Yes.
Cameron,
Yes.
Ingram,
Yes.
Feehan. Yes. Armstrong.
Yes. Just, it's in there, just with regret.
No.
And with that, and I think I said this with, it seems like every council member that winds up making that decision to step down, truly appreciate the work that he put in here and the heart, and have to respect that decision that he made, and just want to thank him for that, and I know many others feel that same way as well. With that, last month we just had a new council member appointed for a vacancy as well. And with that, we had such a short turnaround from the last one to this one. We went ahead and looked at those who submitted applications or letters of interest. And with that, we did bring individual up tonight. And I think this is where council is going to look at doing some discussion. Lee, were you going to make that?
Is it personnel or is it?
Personnel.
Alright, yeah, at this time, we're gonna enter in, make motion to enter into executive session for the discussion of personnel.
Okay. Is there a second for that?
I'll second.
And is there anyone that you were looking to keep in other than our administrative staff
I
here,
would say the administrative staff stays.
as well as any guest?
Mr. Farmer.
Okay. And we have the second and roll call for that.
Sorry, I'm just writing. It's to discuss appointment of public official, just so I make it official. Cameron,
Yes.
Ingram,
Yes.
Feehan. Yes. Armstrong,
Yes.
Benner.
Yes.
Okay, if you want to grab the camera quick, and I know you're gonna have to rename it, so that's all kinds of fun.
No, I don't have to do that anymore.
Oh,
Good job, Beth.
just a couple of you. Okay, so with that, need a motion to come out of executive. Is there a motion?
I'll make motion to return to regular session.
Is there a second?
Second.
And roll call.
Ingram,
Yes.
Feehan, Armstrong,
Yes.
Spinner,
Yes.
Cameron.
Yes.
After some discussion on filling the vacant seat by former council member Rex Blevins, council, did you have anything that you wanted to bring up? As far as a motion to appoint?
Move to appoint Sam Farmer to fill a position vacated by Rex Levens.
Okay, there's the motion, is there a second?
I'll second that.
And roll call?
Feehan,
Yes.
Armstrong,
Yes.
Spinner,
Yes.
Cameron,
Yes.
Ingram.
Yes.
Okay, so with that, Mr. Farmer, you get to come up front and center, do the right hand, and we have to do it in front of the camera so everyone can see you. Okay, I, Sam Farmer,
I, Sam Farmer,
do solemnly swear or affirm
do solemnly swear or affirm
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
and the laws of the United States of America,
and the laws of the United States of America,
the Constitution and laws
the Constitution and laws
of the State of Ohio,
of the State of Ohio,
and the laws and ordinances
and the laws and ordinances
of the Village of Stryker,
of the Village of Stryker,
to the best of my ability,
to the best of my ability,
will discharge the duties of the office
will discharge the duties of this office
of council member
of council member
for the Village of Stryker.
for the Village of Stryker.
Welcome aboard.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome aboard. So we'll have a few things for you to sign afterwards, just to get your John Hancock,
Non-disclosures. first-
non-disclosure, all kinds of good stuff. So with that, we have no visitors for discussion. We do have Katie Rakes and Rebecca Miller from the village, and then Sam Farmer, formerly a visitor, but now a member. So welcome. Looking to approve the prior minutes from our regular meeting of 10/19/2020. Is there a motion?
Yes.
Move to accept the minutes.
Okay, by Sean. We're getting a few papers around for Sam.
Sorry.
So Sean made the motion. Who had the second? Kim had the second.
Okay.
Was there any additions or corrections to the minutes of 10/19/2020 prior to voting? Okay, roll call.
Armstrong,
Yes.
Spinner,
Yes.
Cameron,
Yes.
Ingram,
Yes.
Feehan,
Yes.
Farmer.
I'd like to abstain.
With that, that leads us into finance report as of 11/13/2020. Is there a motion? Is there a motion to accept for the finance report of 11/13/2020?
I'll move to accept the finance report.
Is there a second?
I'll second it.
So with that, before voting on it, any questions for Beth, or Beth, do you have some information you'd like to share with them? And that might spur some questions.
Well, just on paper, it looks like, we only brought in like 82 and we spent 112,000. But, that's the COVID money being spent out that we got, so, if you take that away, we would actually be good on our spending versus our revenue. So, just pointing that out. They were
Okay.
trying to spend up the COVID funds.
And the funds coming in from COVID are spent by the end of this calendar year,
Yes.
when they must be returned. Did that spur any questions for Beth prior to voting? Then roll call.
Benner,
Yes.
Cameron,
Yes.
Ingram,
Yes.
Feehan,
Yes.
Farmer,
Abstain again also.
Armstrong.
Leads us into the COVID revenue and expenditures. Did you want to discuss that one, Beth?
Just, I included a spreadsheet in your packets to show what our expenses are out of that fund and what we've expended and what's left, so, I'm just going to, note in the minutes that you were given that spreadsheet for auditing purposes.
And those are updated pretty regularly, as if there is any changes with that. That turns us into communication, which talks about the November tree lighting and the December decoration. What we talked about a little bit earlier in our finance, and I want to make sure in our official meeting with council, the November tree lighting that we would normally have directly after Thanksgiving, because of the recent mandate that's being changed, which I believe is at 12:01 tonight, with the gathering of people and the concern over COVID. The thought right now is to make that more of a stream type item where we're not necessarily having a group ceremony, but we will have some singing, possible individual do some speaking, and then light the tree up and put that on Facebook or social media. Is everyone still in agreement with doing that, where we won't have the in-person gathering based off of COVID? Okay, so we will do that. We will have something streamed out there. We'll get that posted. Whose account that comes from, it really doesn't matter, but we will get that out there on social media, so the Stryker page will have that out there. As far as the decorations, gonna go ahead and continue doing that. That'll be the second annual decoration contest, and that is for Stryker residents. That is not just the village of Stryker, that would be anyone within the Stryker School District, which includes Springfield Township, as well as the Stryker residents here in the village. If you are interested in being in that contest, you need to let us know by December 12th. That way, council members can go and take a look and vote on which one they prefer. Now, it is subjective type vote, just because Lee thinks it's the greatest one in the world, I may select another one, and our opinions are different. I mean, we're all different. You just happen to be on my right side.
I get it.
So it is just the overall, our opinion of it. I think many of them that I went past last year and looked at, it was neat. There was something I truly enjoyed over all of them, but we did wind up doing some type of a scale of points. So that will be out there, and again, that's subjective. I know the grandkids love seeing the Christmas lights, whether it's 20 strands or thousands of strands, they all love it. So we encourage people to do that. There are going to be some prizes for that. I think we're first, second, and third again this year. But again, it's more about getting out and seeing that those lights and decoration is really neat. So if you're interested in that, that's December 12th. The village needs to know that by, just so we know where to look. With that, that turns us into the committee reports. Looking to approve the finance meeting minutes from 10/19/2020.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes of 10/19/20.
Okay. Is there a second?
I'll second.
And Beth, did you have anything for them on the 10/19/2020 minutes?
No, what's in the packet?
Okay. And then roll call.
Armstrong,
Yes.
Leonard,
Yes.
Cameron,
Yes.
Ingram,
Yes.
Feehan,
Yes.
Farmer.
Abstain.
The item that's not on here right now is The finance committee just held a meeting prior to this one to discuss some of next year's type things, and we were looking for a motion on the health insurance portion of that. So is there a motion to approve, as discussed before, the health insurance?
I make motion to approve the health insurance
As presented?
as presented. As
Okay.
presented.
Okay, is there a second?
I'll second.
And then is there any further discussion council would like to have, even though we were all sitting here, is there any additional, give you that opportunity? Okay, and then roll call.
Benner,
Yes.
Cameron,
Yes.
Ingram,
Yes.
Behan. Yes. Farmer, Armstrong.
Yes.
So with that, obviously, the finance committee is going to have the meeting minutes from an hour ago at our next meeting, and this allows our fiscal officer to get that 2021 budget prepared as well for council meeting, and then we'll do that passing of that. But that was the one item we needed to get taken care of, was the health insurance portion. That leads us into the legislative, which we are looking at ordinance number 2020-05, an ordinance to amend section 925.01B of the codified ordinance for the village of Stryker. This is the increase in the base rates. Now, just as a friendly reminder, base rates have not been adjusted since 1997. This is base rates only. So is there a motion for the third and final reading of ordinance 2020-05?
I will make a motion that we do the third and final reading to pass ordinance 2020-05.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
And any discussion on the water rates for that, base water rates on ordinance 2020-05? And roll call.
Cameron,
Yes.
Ingram,
Yes.
Behan. Yes. Farmer,
Abstain.
Armstrong,
Yes.
Benner.
Yes.
This next resolution is Resolution 11, TAC 2020, TAC 8, a resolution authorizing the Williams County Commissioners to act as the purchasing agent and governmental aggregator for electric power for the village of Stryker and declaring such as an emergency. So we're looking to suspend the rules for Resolution 11, TAC 20, TAC 8, 2020, TAC 8. Is there a motion to suspend the rules?
Move to suspend.
Second.
Any discussion prior to vote? And roll call.
Ingram,
Yes.
Behan. Yes. Farmer,
Abstain.
Armstrong,
Yes.
Benner,
Yes.
Cameron.
Yes.
Looking for a motion to pass Resolution 11, TAC 2020, TAC 8, electrical aggregation. Is there a motion?
A motion to pass the resolution.
Okay. Is there a second?
Second.
And any discussion prior to vote on this one? And roll call.
Behan.
Yes.
Farmer,
Abstain.
Armstrong,
Yes.
Benner,
Yes.
Cameron,
Yes.
Ingram.
Yes.
Leads us into village officials. I'll start with Chief Slusher.
All right, well, everybody got my report, I'll go ahead and assume. So yeah, Ben Sidoris has accepted a position at ProMedica Police Department. Probably about a 3-minute drive from home, so that's gonna be a lot better for him. Obviously, with the birth of their daughter, he is on leave, medical leave right now. He'll be coming back the, what is it, like 29th of November, somewhere around there, I think. I think that's Sunday. But he'll only be with us for a week. a full week through the 3rd, and then the 3rd will be his last day. He is going to remain on as a part-time officer, although he probably won't be able to work or be on the schedule until he completes his required probationary period with ProMedica. So we'll be looking at June, or so to get him back on the schedule. So just wish him all the best, and he's a great officer, good kid, and he's going to do good things over there. Fully expect that. That being said, it's going to be a seamless transition into Jordan, who's coming back, and couldn't be happier to have Jordan back with us. And we'll get him, and he's already got all of his stuff in order with Souter Manufacturing, and he's going to be starting on the 6th of December. So, and then with Lieutenant Treese in his death investigation course, got about 2 days into it, and one of the attendees and police officer in the class ended up testing positive for COVID, and although the guy wasn't experiencing any symptoms whatsoever, he happened to be exposed to it at some point and got tested, and unfortunately came back positive, so they canceled the entire class and sent everybody home. So hopefully that'll get rescheduled. I think they're trying to do it February or March or whatever in 2021. So, but other than that, the numbers, 56 calls for service. We had 21 traffic warnings, 0 citations, and we had 6 criminal charges or arrests since our last meeting. Any questions?
All right, thanks, Chief. I know I may not see Ben, but wish him and his family the best, and I'm sure he's going to have, maybe, once he's over at ProMedica, he might have some sleepless nights because of the new addition to his family. His
Yeah,
wife might nudge him enough.
She's a third shifter,
Oh,
just like Dad.
so we definitely wish them the best. And then we do look forward to Jordan coming back with us
Yeah.
as well. Any questions for Chief? Okay. Sir,
Yes,
so you?
On November 10th, Beth and I attended a Zoom meeting with the OPWC District 5 Board for the Waterline Project, which is the next step down the line from the county board. And they went down through the list, and we did not get put on the list for that meeting, so that will be November 24th is the next scheduled meeting, so we will know more then if we're getting our funding or not. The leaf pickup is going well. They're pretty much, a lot of them are falling. The last day will be December 1st for the residents to put them out by the street. After December 1st, the compost dumpster will be available. They can haul them and throw them in the back. That's all I have.
We're still collecting brush though, right?
Yes, brush pickup will continue. And not in the dumpster.
Well, right. I figured after last Sunday, there's probably gonna be a bunch.
Yeah.
I know, I've got a bunch.
So I'm gonna talk some swear words for a minute. That snow word,
Yes.
how are we looking with the salt and the snow, and how are we doing with the equipment?
We have not installed any equipment yet, set up anything. It's all here, ready to go, or ready to be put on the trucks. The salt provided by ODOT, in agreeance that we store their salt, and we can use the salt out of the bin, and they can also use it out of theirs. And we'll probably get started here toward the end of the month, getting trucks ready, and when the leaf vac comes off, then we will go with the plows and salt spreaders.
So we're good there.
We should be good, yes.
Not that I'm ready for it. Maybe the first one, yes, but after that it can go away. But it's always nice to see that first one, and just want to kind of give an update on where we stand with that equipment. So with that, I'm going to start on my left-hand side. I don't know that we did this last month with you here, did we? So I'll put you on the spot right off the bat. We go around and have each council member, if they have anything to put out. So I'm going to start on my left, and we'll go ladies first. Okay. You get your first chance now.
I just wanted to thank everybody for the opportunity to serve Stryker. I appreciate it. Thank you very much, guys.
I have nothing.
Okay.
Nothing else.
And nothing there. The one item, even though I talked about the annual decorating contest, Stryker Heritage Council, they do have some memberships that are available for the 2021. That is available up here where you can do either a yearly membership or you can do a donation, but there's all kinds of different items here to help with the Heritage Council here in the village, so if someone is interested in that. I will come back around for any last minute items that were forgotten. Alan? Beth? Katie?
No, sir.
And Chief Slusher.
As a matter of fact, I do. The Chiefs Association, Williams County Chiefs Association, we had a guest speaker, Tom Vaughn, who is the projects manager for the Ohio Association of Chiefs of Police, retired chief of Millersburg, Ohio. He came to our last meeting and spoke about the Ohio Collaborative. I mean, this has kind of been a thorn in a lot of chiefs' sides. Not because, you know, we all have these great big egos, like we don't want the state of Ohio telling us how to do things. But that's kind of what it is. But you know, the writing's on the wall, and that's okay. And we understand that, you know, policies need to change. You know, everything from reviewing use of force policy to pursuit policies, hiring practices, things of that nature. And that's kind of like the first step in this whole process. Focusing on use of force and hiring procedures. So basically what it amounts to is that every police department probably should become certified with the state of Ohio in the Ohio Collaborative. As much as I disagree with a lot of things, in my opinion, are politically driven, because we're not politicians, we're out here to serve the public. But we also understand that things like this have to happen, and change is okay as far as this goes. So on December 8th, we, as the Chiefs Association, are going to come together with Tom over at Bryan PD, and we're going to go through a day training, and basically for the departments that are not certified, at least in the first phase of the Ohio Collaborative, are going to go ahead and start with this process. So just letting you know that that's what we're going to be doing as far as moving forward on you know, the review of policies and procedures on those certain aspects. And you know, later on down the road, I mean, there's like I think there's like 5 different levels of certification. So that's what we're going to be doing.
Standardized training across.
Now, not necessarily standardized training. Standard, almost, I'll say standardized policy and procedure.
Okay.
With little tweaks here and there to fit your department, because what I do and what Bryan PD does might be at, you know, on certain things, might be at one end of the spectrum to the other. What we do in West Unity does may be very similar in some aspects, but they're going to be different in others. So it's just really all on the executive, the chief of police, to decide on where we want to go from there.
So it's your discretion on how you wanna.
Correct.
Any questions for Chief? I think anytime we can get additional training or collaboration with others, it's always a good thing. All right, with that, I think I've run around the room completely. One last chance for any council for additional items. Make a motion to adjourn? Is there a motion to adjourn? All
Yes,
those-
motion to adjourn.
Is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor say aye. All those opposed? All right, thank you. Enjoy the Thanksgiving. That's